So let's get right into it. A few things you're gonna need. Let's take it from the top. Most important thing first, you're gonna need a pressure washer. So I don't want to go into too much detail on this video. Our setup, we've got a 4 gallon a minute, 4,000 PSI. The pressure is plenty for all the residential cleaning that we do. 4 gallons a minute just means that we can flow a lot of water. That helps us get the job done faster. Going into how I use my setup, this is 2 very obvious hose reels here. What we have, or what a normal pressure washer is going to take. You're going to have your supply hose. That is your garden hose that you've hooked up to the homeowner's house. Then you have your high pressure line. That goes to your pressure washing hose, connects to your pressure washing gun with your various tips on it. So this is our supply hose reel. This is 150 feet of 5/8 hose. We use Flexzilla. It works fantastic. Doesn't kink on us. It's very visible so people aren't tripping on it. That's laced up on a Strongway reel, and there's 150 feet of it. So when I pull up to a job site, this is the curbside. I'm in front of the homeowner's house. I'm going to take my low pressure, aka my feed hose, and I'm going to extend this out, get to the homeowner, find the spigot, and connect, and that is going to supply the pressure washer. That then flows through the pump and gets spit out to our high pressure hose. This, another 150 feet. You want a non-abrasive, very flexible. This gray stuff works really well. This is a Simpson hose I had originally. Doesn't flex well. It makes work harder. Just gonna have to do more to get the same job done. Let's see here. So yeah, you're gonna hook up your supply hose, turn your water on, starts flowing out of this. That means you're gonna check everything, make sure you let water flow through your pressure washer before turning it on. You want to get air out of that sucker. You don't want your pump cavitating. That will ruin your pump. So turn on the water once you got it connected to the homeowner's spigot. Turn that on, let it flow for 30 seconds to a minute while you're getting some other gear unloaded, and then go ahead and turn on your pressure washer. Couple things. I use a ball valve and a swivel. I can go in another video on how I built this, how I built it, and what its specific uses are. Basically, this connects to my high pressure hose. When you want to connect from your gun to, say, a surface cleaner or a different gun, you can't do that if the line is under pressure. So you close this ball valve and you can then disconnect and swap out whatever tool you're using. Swivel, built into the same little setup here. They're highly helpful, keep your hose from kinking, and then helps you just do your job faster. Normally without this, you would have to go back to your machine every time you wanted to switch from the pressure washing gun to a surface cleaner. A few other things we can go over for a very basic setup. So very basic setup, you're going to need a pressure washer. Usually Home Depot has good ones. DeWalt was my first one. Honda motor with, God, I don't even know what pump they had on there. I still use it on some smaller jobs. Has worked well with us. Good warranty on that. So you're going to need a pressure washer. The more gallon per minute, the better. You want a water supply hose and a reel. That will save you tons of time when you're wrapping things up. High pressure line and a reel. Starting out, probably 100 feet for either one of those. Some jobs may require, more length if you need to, say you need to get this hose all the way to the back of their house because the front spigot doesn't work, or when you're walking all the way around the house, you don't want to have to pull all your hose back off of one side just to get the other side. It's nice to be able to go all the way around. Very basic. We have a downstreaming kit that includes our downstream injector, just a bucket with a lid so that we can put our siphon tube down in there, get our house wash mix. I'll go into depth on downstreaming. That's called downstream chemical injecting because it's downstream from your pump. That helps save your pump because you're not pumping bleach and the rest of that house wash mix through it. You're going to need a surface cleaner. Surface cleaner, this unit, just under $500. This is a bad boy. You don't need something this crazy. I started out with just a DeWalt. I believe it might have been a 16-inch. It was right around $100, and it just goes on to the end of these wands. So super easy. I'll go into detail on the rest of the stuff in this truck, but a basic setup. I mean, really, ideally, you're going to have a couple reels, supply and pressure, your pressure washer, surface cleaner, a gun, ideally with an extension on it. That way you're getting some distance. Helps with a lot of different tools, or a lot of different tasks, I mean. And that's going to get you started. Just some chemicals we use. I'll go into depth on our downstreaming video. But yeah, basically, I mean, let's see how much a pressure washer brand new, 4 gallons a minute. You can get a solid deal from Home Depot, under $1,000 on that. And then the 2 reels with hose and a surface cleaner, right around another $1,000. So definitely going to want to build one of these as well. So check out my downstreaming video and check out the video I make for building this. This is going to be your ball valve and swivel. I'll go into a lot more detail on the rest of the stuff in a couple other videos. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.